You're listening to today's inspirational message on the Proverbs with Kurt Bjorklund.
One of the repeated exhortations in Proverbs is this idea that the people who journey with you matter in your life. Your friends, your spouse, your companions, your mentors, the people who give you feedback. And in Proverbs chapter 12, verse 25 and following, we hear how our friends impact us again. And therefore, the exhortation, in a sense, is to say, choose your friends wisely. Anxiety in a man's heart weighs him down, but a good word makes him glad. One who is righteous is a guide to his neighbor, but the way of the wicked leads them astray. Whoever is slothful will not roast game, but the diligent man will get precious wealth. In the path of righteousness is life, and in its pathway there is no death. And so what do we see here? A good friend, verse 25, will speak words of hope to a heavy heart. So understand that when you have good friends around you, they will speak words of hope to your heart. Secondly, in verse 26, they'll give words of direction to a wandering heart, meaning they'll give you guidance. Third, in verse 27, they'll show the way of industry to a lackluster heart. When you don't want to work hard, they'll show you the way. In verse 28, they'll lead to life where we may get stuck. In other words, they'll lead us past detours and landmines. And so the idea here is to say, choose your companions wisely, because they'll encourage you when you need it. They'll guide you when you need it. They'll show you by example what you need when you need it, and even help you navigate some of the hardest parts of your life. Diligent people finish what they start. Lazy people will fish and hunt, but they don't roast game. So they have to hunt again the next day because they do something and don't finish it. So choose the people that are closest to you carefully, because it is a way that speaks into the life that you end up having. I heard somebody once say, take a look at your closest friends, your 5 closest friends, and I'll show you your future. So let me ask you, what are your closest friends' lives like when you look at them? Are they lives that as you look at them, you say, that is the way that I would like to live my life? That is what I want to be true. If you look at people as your friends who are ambitious and accomplished, who have healthy marriages, who are relating well to their kids, and those are the people you surround yourself with, that is the kind of life you will bring to yourself. But if you hang around with people who are not people who accomplish things, who don't have character, who have other values around marriage and family than maybe what you have, or other values around church, it will impact your values, your priorities along the way. And so the exhortation of the end of Proverbs 12 here is to say, pay attention to your associates, pay attention to your friends, choose them wisely, because your friends will make a difference in your life. In Proverbs 13, we're told this, verse 20, whoever walks with the wise becomes wise, but the companion of fools suffer harm. The NIV of Proverbs 12:26 says, the righteous choose their friends carefully. You know, often friendships just happen. And although you either like someone and they like you or not, Proverbs tells us that we can choose our friends and that our friends will have a significant impact on our lives. So don't be deceived. According to 1 Corinthians 15:33, bad company corrupts good morals. We may think that we're not impacted by the lives around us, or that this is only a middle school thing or something like this. But the good news is you can have what Derek Kidner calls the education of friendship. Your closest friends will shape you. So let me just encourage you to consider 2 things especially. The righteousness versus the wickedness of your friends, because that's right here in this text. Verse 26 of chapter 12, one who is righteous is a guide, but the way of the wicked leads them astray. And so we may push back against these categories of righteousness and wickedness, but this is something that can't be ignored. And then wisdom and foolishness. The contrast between the wise and the foolish is the theme of so much of Proverbs. And it is said that those who associate with the wise will gain wisdom, while those who associate with fools will tend toward foolishness, which will lead to harm. So if you want to be wise in any area of your life, get around people who are wise. Look at your close associates and you'll see your future. And you can change your friends and change your future. So today, make a concerted effort about who you're choosing to be closest to you in your life.
Thanks for joining us here today. There's a lot of great content to explore on Orchard Hill Plus and on the Orchard Hill main feed from the weekend. Have a great day.